All right, Shifty. No idea, man. I don't know what any of that means. SSG08, Zakia 010. Uh, I don't know what any of that means. Hana, it's a 50-50 shot. This game's 50-50 again. Wantane versus Wells, Guchong Mo versus White. Yeah. I wouldn't know any of those. I don't know what SSG08 and Kia 010 means. So, as Hong Chang Gi will greet to Wantane in there for a strike. And the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. Hong Chang. That did not come up. 8 runs. Kia 10 runs. Is the 1-1. To Hong Chang-gi rolled over up the middle. Second baseman on the grass throws in time. And no 1 away. So you're saying that SSG has to score 8 runs and Kia has to score 10? All right, so Paquemin steps in. Paquemin. That is up high and out of the zone. 1-0. Kiwi, you decided not to go for it? Another 1-0 in there for a strike. And 1-1. I would not be surprised if Lotte swept Kia. As that is fouled away. 1-2. Wantane not having a fantastic season. Last year, a much better season. Ended up having some issues. He is striking out more, but a higher whip. 17.3 pitches per inning. As the 1-2 misses low with 2-2. Another one of the guys that's spent time with one of the Korean gurus of pitching, and then got injured and wasn't able to pitch in the WBC, and I believe was late to the season once again this year. As the 2-2 is lifted, Kim Ji-chan will range over to make the catch. 2 away. The guru of Korea. Anytime you see a guy, anytime you see one of your guys, him posting videos of working with him, it is a time to pray, because they're probably going to be injured. All right, Austin Dean steps in. 343 on the season, 27 homers. And that's in there for a strike. Just won the June Player of the Month. And the 0-1 into the dirt, so 1-1. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch now. Ground ball to the shortstop. And 3 away. 3 up, 3 down for Wantane. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Looks like KT and Cume have not started yet. SSG Doosan also hasn't started yet. Oh. So yeah, it looks like they have not started the Cume versus KT game. Probably some rain. There was lots of rain in the around this week.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donoff 2000.
Thank you, Donna. Welcome, by the way. All right. Kim Ji-chan will lead things off for the old Samsung Lyonnais. Wells out on the mound. Last game that he pitched that I streamed, he pitched extremely well. Unfortunately, he took the loss after giving up 1 run. See, 2.77 ERA, 14 games, a 74 points at 2 innings, a 5-3. Doesn't walk a lot, doesn't strike out a lot, but relies on his defense. So will the defense behind him be enough? Lots of different players on defense for LG compared to Monday. As Moon Sung-ju is not in the lineup. Song Chan-yi in the lineup. Austin Dean, solid first baseman, is over DHing today. And then Chun Sung Ho, who plays third often, is playing first. Moon Go Kyung is over at third. And then Oh Ji-won back into the spot at short, and Shin Min-jae is stuck over at the second base. As Kim Ji-chan will greet him. First pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Again, Samsung's music is copyrighted, so I can't really do anything. The last 2 games, 3 innings, 5 runs, and 6 innings, 1 run. But the one that he threw 6 innings and 1 run was the loss. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch now. Slaps it foul. 1-2. Wells a lefty. He's going to have plenty of lefties. Kim Ji-chan, lefty. Gu Ja-hook, Chae Young-woo, Diaz, Kim Young-un. I believe Yang Woo-hyun is also a lefty. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. But 1-2 is this slapped foul. Stays 1-2. You know, a little chilly here in the old studio. I have to change the old AC. Yeah, another 1-2 pitch. Catches him on the outside, and that will be out to number 1. Don't know if they called him on the swing or if they called him out on... I think he actually went around. We're going to give him a swing and strikeout on that. As Pak Sung-gyu looks at ball 1 up high. Pak Sung-gyu with 280 on the season. Again, he's another guy that, plays whenever there's a lefty starting, basically. Yeah, another 1-0. Lifted foul out of play, 1-1. Kiwi, you're going to have to keep us updated on the Hanwha game. And that is lifted up. Left fielder giving chase at the wall. Jumps and it hits off the top of the wall. Pak Sung-gyu is going to hold up at second, though. And he is going to be on base with a 1-out double. Just missed it. Again, they are playing in Daegu, not in Jamshil, so you do have to worry about things flying out of the stadium. As Gujaruka steps in, looks at ball one outside, 1-0. 340 on the season, 8 home runs. And the 1-0 into the dirts. 2-0. Reminder: the winner of this game or this series will be in first place for the end of the first half. Today is the very, very last choice, or the last game. And here's the 2-0, sets up on the outside, slaps it foul, 2-1. This is the last game of the first half. Tomorrow, those of you that would like to watch, 5:30 is the home run derby for the KBO, and then 6 o'clock is the Futures All-Star game. Yeah, so the 1-1 pitch now sets up on the outside. Nope. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock is the Futures All-Star game, which is the minor leagues of Korea. And then on Saturday at 6 o'clock is the All-Star game. The weather looks okay. Doesn't look like there's going to be any issues. Possibly some weather tomorrow afternoon in Seoul, where the All-Star game is being held. That's Mrs. Lowe, 3-1. It'll be held at Jamshil, home of the Twins and Bears. The reason for this is, they usually host every 5 years, but this is the final year of Jamshil. They will open up a new dome in 2032. This is the 3-1 pitch. Fouls it away. Treats us to our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And the 3-2 slapped into left, and Pak Sung-gyu is coming up running. They're going to come up throwing, cut it for no reason whatsoever, and that is going to be an RBI, and Samsung takes the quick lead. Don't know why they cut that. Yeah, again,
Thank you for the recommendation, Mary Kate.
all right, runner on first now, and a 1-0 lead already brings up a Che Yang-woo. Welcome, Mary Kate. And that's rolled over, steps on the bag, looks at him, and runs him down back to the shortstop and now to the second baseman, and then he falls down. That will be your standard 3-6-4-3 double play, ladies and gentlemen, to end the inning. But Samsung gets the early 1-0 lead on a double and a single. We go to the second inning, sorry. I don't know why I said third. See if this one works here. There we go. And I know Shifty was talking in the other one, so that one should work no problem. Wow. I just watched a commercial for a toilet, and yeah, a commercial for a toilets, and they is a yeah. Did he hit a home run? I haven't gotten a message as I picked him up. Song Chani will start the inning. That does look foul. But apparently the video replay says it was foul.
Thank you for the recommendation, Mrs. Hitler.
Thank you, Mrs. You took Kia? Ooh, Mary Kate, so that's a dangerous take. Don't know if I would have gone with that. I mean, obviously, sweeping is tough, but yeah, probably a best. Again, 3 of these games I wouldn't touch, as first pitch is in there for a strike. I just this game I think is a real close game. I think Hanwha NC could also be a close game, and Kia Lotte too. Fouls that one into his foot. Just because Kim Jin-wook has pitched really well for Lotte, and then Yang Hyun Jong has not pitched well. And the 0-2 throws it into the other batter's box in the dirt, nowhere near the strike zone at all the entire time of that pitch. All right, to 1-2 pitch now to Song Chani. Swing and a miss. God, that game yesterday was so bad to watch. Well, that's because Castro hit a home run. The wind was blowing so hard yesterday that balls that would have been home runs were not. Park Dong-won steps in. Goes around. Yep. As he waits on that and crushes it off the wall, he's going to head on into first base. And that'll be the first hit of the day for LG. On a liner, a single off the top of the wall from Park Dong-won. He just waits on it. good guy G. All right, Chun Sung Ho steps in now. Looks to strike one down at the bottom of the zone. And the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. LG Chun Sung Ho. LG Chun Sung Ho. That's misses outside at 2-1. And right over the jumping second baseman that is going to roll, cuts it off over in right field. And he'll head on over to second base. And now they've got runners on second and third with 1 out. Good read there from Pak Dong-wan. Thought about going early, but waited to make sure it went over the shortstop or second baseman's head. That brings up a Moonbo Gyung. Misses inside. One 1-0 popped up. The shortstop in foul territory makes the catch. They tries to tag up and then retreats back. And 2 away. That man needs a break. He's moved from the cleanoff spot down to the 7th spot in the lineup. All right, OG1 steps in now. This is outside. And the 1-0 pitch. That is going to be a ground ball past the diving second baseman. Chun Sung Ho should also come on in. And that will be 2 runs on the RBI, 2 RBI single. And just like that, LG takes the lead right back. LG. And Shinmin J slaps that on foul. 0-1. The the 0-1 breaks in there for a strike, 0-2. And fouls it away. Stays 0-2. Good morning, Jungle. Been a while. Yeah.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
Thank you, thank you. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Shin-Min Jae. And catches him looking. As OG Wan is about to steal. We will go to the bottom of the second as LG puts up 2-1. Yeah, yeah. There you go, Mary Kate. OG Wan comes up big. Well, the reason why is because OG Wan was stealing. OG Wan was stealing there, and he thought that it was way out of the zone. All right, so 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Samsung in the bottom of the second inning. Yep. All-Star break will go from Friday or tomorrow until Wednesday. And then on Thursday, a 4-game series. So the way it works is every team plays all the other teams. They play them 16 times. That ends up being a perfect 144 game season. So they play a 3-day weekday series and a 3-day weekend series. But the opening weekend is always a 2-game series. It's always a Saturday, Sunday. So what they do is they have the Saturday, Sunday series, and then those teams, they play a 4-game series after the All-Star game. So like whoever hosted opening weekend also will host the weekend after. That's in there for a strike to Diaz. Banger coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Diaz, oh, Diaz, oh, 승리위, hey, Diaz, oh.
So, for instance, like opening weekend, Hanwha hosted Kium. They will also host Kium next week. NC hosted Doosan, so they'll host them. SSG hosted Kia, they'll host them. And the 0-2 pitch goes around, and that will be another strikeout for Wells on a very ugly looking strikeout. Jungle, which one would you say was more pathetic? That one or Shin-Min Jae's? Both of them not looking good at all. All right, to Kang Min Ho. Looks strike one.
Ho, Samsung Kangmino, oh Kangmino,
They just get progressively worse, Jungle.
Oh Kangmino,
Is that one is fouled away?
Kangmino.
Harpo already upset. Harpo, did you go to the game today? Is that why Samsung's going to lose again? Yeah, Fouls that one off. It stays 0-2. 1.6 runs. Ouch. I live in Korea, so I watch on Korean TV. All right, the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball through the right side, and Kang Min-ho is going to be on base with
Ho. Samsung Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Baram pam 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 pam. Kang Mino. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Baram pam 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 pam. Kang Mino.
Yeah, sorry. Little Pesos. Finally, Arpo. If you want to watch and you live outside of the US, if you go to the description of this stream, the YouTube stream, there is a link to a place called SOOPlive.com. They have the official international broadcasting rights of the KBO. I stream, I can actually show you the game on that. So you can follow that link to SOOPlive.com, create an account, and watch there. Yeah, and then he was taken off the roster. I would say Kia. I had Kia finishing like 8th. I had Kia finishing, I think, 8th in the league. LG I had as the number 1 team. Samsung I had as the number 2 team. Doosan I had as the number 4, and that's a swing and a miss there. Doosan I had as the number 4. They're right there. Hano I had as the number 5. They're right there. Kia, KT surprised me a bit too. I didn't think that they would be as good as they are. I still don't think they're as good as they are. I think their pitching is going to be a real issue in the second half. As the 2-1 is a popped foul. 2-2. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And the 2-2 pitch. Waits on it, fouls it away. Yeah, right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the eye fastball. Needs a step ladder to get to that one. Yeah, I think they will. They really are. I would say Wells is not. Wells has been fantastic for LG. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Shim
Thank you for the
Jae-hoon.
recommendation, Easily Eddie.
I did not see it, Eddie. It's just amazing how many of them just are hacking away at those high fastballs. That misses outside. 2-1. Were they regular starters, Eddie? Yeah, it's the 2-1. A swing and a miss at that high fastball once again. Just keep throwing it up there. Keep throwing it up there. The 2-2 pitch way outside runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for Samsung. They did single in their first one. Yeah. Well, Wong has been okay. Wells has been obviously really good. Toda has been better as of late for NC. As the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss as he gets 3 strikeouts in that inning alone. We'll go to the top of the second or top of the third. 2-1 LG. Na, 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 na. The world. Yeah, since he wasn't, he didn't get the start yesterday. Dun, dun, dun. As Hanwha out to the early 1-0 lead. Hanwha up 1-0, Kia up 1-0, and LG's up a 2-1. Top of the lineup will come up here in the top of the third. The game no, you guys said it was storming and they were going to cancel the game. So I didn't stream them. Hanwha's up 2-0 now. There's Hong Chang-gi. Yeah, Kiwi once again. The worst weatherman in the history of Korea. As that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Probably, as that's fouled away. September 5th? I don't remember when we yeah, September 5th is when we planned. As that is into the dirt. Yeah, the plan is Samsung on the 18th, Kia on the 25th, Lotte on the 31st, NC on the 1st, KT on the 15th, Kium on the 22nd, LG on the 5th. As that's a misses up high. Apparently, they're not going to put the counts up on the screen anymore. Steps off on the mound. Another 2-2 was slapped foul. They did, and Heredia is also not on the team now. Heredia was taken off the team. And Doosan got themselves 2 runs on 1 hit as the 2-2 rolled over off of the glove and off of the glove. And Hong Chang-gi is going to come up with a leadoff single as both Diaz and Yang Woo-hyun aren't able to make the play. Arbo, I don't know what you're talking about. I looked at his numbers. He hit like 300 against him. 1,500. I would. I think so. I just don't like Samsung's bottom of their order. Juan Tain also hasn't pitched well. All right, Park Min. Runner on first. Are we going to get a bunt? Nope. Checks over on the runner. Whoa. You do whatever you want with your money. I don't give predictions. All right, Park Min 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to center field in his first at-bats. Misses outside there. 1-1. Harper, I'm going to put you in timeout. Another 1-1 pitch. Into right field. It's going to drop down in front of the right fielder and back-to-back singles now. No, I don't bet at all. You can ask all the questions you want, but I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. I don't bet. I don't gamble. All right, Austin Dean gets hits. I didn't even get to play his music. All right, we'll play his music as he walks to third base to load, or walks to first to load him up. Stepan gonna get bailed out by Wells, and you got Song Chan-yi too, right? Or do you have Chun Sung Ho? Da 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 da. Da, na, 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 na. All right, bases loaded, nobody out for Song Chan-yi. Chung Sung-ho struck out in his first at-bat to start the second inning. Hopefully they bunt here. I need a bunt. Turns on that inside pitch. 0-0. I love that it automatic. You type Arpo, you type no bunt, and it translates on my screen no problem. Maybe that's what the problem is. Is the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. Maybe Oh, yeah. I know. I don't know why it typed that way. Probably autocorrect since there's not very many shims. The 1-1 is ground ball to the first baseman, comes home, and back to first, not in time. Oh, the 3-2 putouts, one away on the play. Oh, one away. One away for Park Dong-won. Da-na-na-na-na. Park Dong-won looks at ball one inside, 1-0. Park Dong-won, a 1-for-1 on the day, a singled and a run scored last inning. A good guy. Big hole on the left side. Misses low at 2-0. Yeah, spins around, almost gets Austin over it to second. Austin Dean telling Kangmino not to be doing that as it checks over on the runner at third in there. That it would have been hilarious. Is they're gonna check over on? Did they get the runner at first or third? LG. Ooh. Did they pick him off over at third? I think he missed the tag. I think he's safe. I think he just missed the tag there. So Samsung has already used both of their challenges and lost. All right, it's a Pak Dong-won now. 2-0 is fouled away as he loses his helmet, but catches it. Man, if he would have picked him off there, would I have had an enjoyable walk tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The good Gaji. Another 2-1 pitch in there for a strike at 2-2. Wante trying to work around a no outs, bases loaded situation through the middle of the lineup. The 2-2 pitch now sets up a down of the knees on the inside, and he rolls that one. It will get foul though, and stays at 2-2. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That is an like over on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation over on SOOP. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch now. That is going to be ripped into center field, though. Center fielder will grab it. Paquemin will tag up and head on home. And that will be a sacrifice fly to put him up 3-1. All right, Chung Sung Ho steps in now. A double and a run scored last inning. LG looking to put this away early. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. 0-1. Chung Sung Ho. LG Chung Sung Ho. Oh. The 0-1 rolls it to shortstop. Will have to scoop the throw. Not in time, and he is going to be on base with an infield single, loading him back up, ladies and gentlemen. Good play by the shortstop, just too fast. Probably should have went to is going to second. I don't know if he gets him at second either. All right, that brings up Moonbo Gyung, who has been struggling mightily. All right, so Moonbo Gyung steps in. Bases loaded once again. No, that was the third baseman and defended poorly, if anybody. And so that's a misses down and in. In his career versus Juan Tayin, hitting 130. He has 3 hits. 2 of them are home runs. He would love a home run here. As a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at ball 2. 1-1. So earlier you were asking Jaggy about and that is lifted up, right fielder underneath it though, and that will be 3 away. They leave the bases loaded after loading them up with only 1 out or nobody outs. We'll go to the bottom of the third, 3-1. LG. But one thing that will help Samsung in the second half is if the pitcher that they just signed, Paddock, if he is able to pitch well, I think that helps them. The problem for Samsung is they really have Gerardo and whoever their other pitcher is. Juan Tayin has not pitched well. Chaewon Tae has not pitched well at all. As far as their fifth starter. He has pitched really well, but can he pitch the whole season? So if Paddock comes in and pitches really well, Samsung could actually go ahead of my prediction over LG. They did well against Samsung, so he doesn't like them. Notice who's not on that list. Number 44. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third inning. Yang Hyun out on the mound. Or sorry, not out on the mound. Stepping into the batter's box, hitting a robust 171. 29 more points, and he can hang out with Mendoza. That's in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Just misses outside. That's misses outside at 2-1. The 2-1, up and in, 3-1. Going against the number 9 hitter who's not even hitting 200 on the season, and he's going to walk him to lead off the third inning, sorry. The 3-1. Misses up high, and he walks him. At least he gets on base, Arpo. At least he gets on base. It also helps that most of these catchers in the KBO can't throw runners out. All right, so Kim Ji-chan steps in. The fans, ladies and gentlemen, they are the real winners in today's games. Kium, yeah, Stephen says Kium. Have they even started? That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman, underhand toss to the shortstop, throws to first, not in time. He's just too fast, ladies and gentlemen. You got to throw that ball. As Pak Sung-gyu steps in, looks at ball one there, 1-1 on the day, a double and a run scored back in the first inning. Who's on the mound for Ha Young-min versus Bae Jong-sung? Man, that is actually a toss-up game. Say Doosan is the lock. Hatch is just so bad. The 1-0 pitch just sets up on the outside. Misses outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch now. Just misses outside, and it's 3-0. Wells running into some issues here in the third inning after that long inning. Did he just get picked off? The 3-0 in there for a strike, a 3-1. Thank goodness that doesn't count against me in the old fantasy baseball, because I'm already losing enough points because Juan Tayin on the mound. All right, the 3-1 pitch now sets up down at the knees on the outside, and he misses outside. Another walk, second walk of this inning, and now you've got lots of speed on the base pass. LG's manager whining and complaining visually, knowing that he would have probably thrown struck him out on 2 pitches. He probably would have thrown 2 such amazing pitches to start the at-bat that the batter would have been afraid to get back in the batter's box and would have struck out on a pitch clock violation. You are definitely not affiliated with fantasy baseball. Yeah, I stream 5 or 6 days a week. All right, so Gujauka steps in now. Runners on the first and second, a lot of speed. And that is into the dirts. 1-0. Yeah, Arpo is not joining the league next year, ladies and gentlemen. Easily Eddie taking Arpo's spot in the Dreads Rock TV Fantasy League, as that is fouled away. 1-1. Wells 15 pitches in the first inning, 19 in the second, already 14 here in the third. Spins around, does not throw it. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That's a like over on YouTube. That's an up or recommendation on SOOP. Highly, highly important on SOOP. As the 1-1 pitch just sets up down at the knees. Lifts that one up. A left fielder giving chase, but it will fall foul. Song Chan-yi slid into the wall, but it's sliced just enough foul. What do you mean it's a huge bug? Oh, Stephen, I forgot to tell you about this. As the 1-2 pitch says throw it on the outside, throws it into the dirt though. 2-2. Stephen, you know that the app that I use to when I do all my videos, that's like the Pokemon where you can capture territory. They actually added a biking one now. So like if you want to bike and grab a territory, that is lifted into center field. Pakemin going over will make the catch. They will tag up over it to second, and that'll be 2 away. Runners now on the corner. Yeah, I'll send you a link. That way, Cheong. How do I don't even know how to find my code. There's a Che Young-woo. And that is going to be past the diving second baseman. A 1 run is going to come in. And Che Young-woo comes up with the RBI single, scoring Kim Ji-chan, and it's 3-2. All right, so runners on us first and second for Diaz.
Lions, Diaz, 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 승리 위해 Diaz,
And that's Mrs. Lowe. The 2-0 pops it foul on ball 3 at 2-1.
Lions, Diaz,
Definitely one of the best songs in the game.
Diaz, 승리 위해 Diaz,
Diaz. Yeah, another 2-1 pitch. Pops him up. Center fielder over and under it. And they do get 1 run back, but they leave 2 more on. We'll go to the 4th inning, 3-2 LG. Coming up is going to be 8, 9, 1 hitters for LG. Stebbins got to go work. No, I mean, yeah, honestly, it's thank you, Arpo. Honestly, the whole preseason now, I think it's 100% between LG and Samsung. If you talk about the teams like KT, they got a great closer, but their relievers are really sketchy. I'm not sold on Sauer. I'm not sold on Go Young Pyo. So I don't think they have the starting pitching. They could possibly. Doosan doesn't have the starting pitching. Well, actually, Doosan is a team is possible, I guess. As OG1 steps in. Okay, OG1. As the 0-1 misses low. 1-1. Because Doosan does have, 2.5 good starters, I guess. They've got Benjamin Logue for a half, Guac Bean, and is pitching really well. Chaemin Suk, as that is a fly out to center field and outs number 1. So they do have starting pitching. Their bullpen, they've got 3 decent arms in the back end of the bullpen. So, they could be. The thing for them is, can they score enough runs? It all depends on how their foreign guy sits after he comes in. They're out of changes, though. That is one thing for them. As Shin-Min Jae steps in. First pitch is fouled away. One thing that a lot of people that don't follow the KBO closely, foreigners, if they're not on your team by August 15th, they cannot play on your team in the playoffs. As the 0-1 slaps that one foul, also 0-2. Shin-Min Jae struck out in his first at-bat, 0-for-1 on the day. Oh, somebody hit a home run. Han Hyun-min with a home run. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Two away now on the strikeout, third strikeout of the day for Won Tae-in. Flips it up to the top of the lineup with a Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi. That's in there for a strike at the bottom, and all in all. As that's going to be rolled over, and 1-2. And the 1-2 into the dirt. 2-2 to Hong Chang-gi. And the 2-2 rolls over, and that's going to get through on the right side and down into the corner. Hong Chang-gi is going to head on over to second base. Harpo loves him some Hong Chang-gi. Yeah, KBO is, we were talking about this earlier. KBO is super exciting for a couple reasons. One, the KBO bullpens are pretty crappy, but as far as going to the games, it's fantastic going to the games. As first pitch there is outside, ball 1, 1-0. KBO is also the easiest league in the world to watch. Never a strike and 1-1. Like, there is not any league, any professional baseball league, I would almost even say any professional sports league, that is easier to watch than the KBO. The 1-1 pitch now to Park Hae-min in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 1-2. Paquemin 1 for 2 on the day, singled and scored a run in his last at bat. A fly out to center in his first. Yeah, I mean, again, I've been in Korea since for 12 years. I've been going to games since I came here, as that's a ground ball, Wantain underhand toss. And that'll be a 3 away. They get a 2-out double, but nothing from it. We go to the bottom of the 4th at 3-2. LG. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I do wish that KBO fans understood the game more. It's more of an experience thing for KBO fans and stuff. Watching this commercial, trying to figure out what it's even about. So elsewhere around the league, Doosan already up 6-0. KT's up 3-0. Hanwha's up 2-0, but the boys said that one is a rain delay. Kia up 2-1 against Lotte. Mary Kate enjoying that game, I guess. Looks like Anyan Min with a 2-run shot. I mean, I live hours from North Korea. If North Korea tries to attack, they're not coming for where I am. I can tell you that. They come for where I'm at. They just gonna hit nothing. They're gonna hit deer. I actually went walking last night, 2 nights ago, as I was getting ready to go to my regular walking spot. A deer runs across from me. I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that on video.
Kang,
Min,
Min, Ho,
oh,
Samsung Kang
Kang
Mino,
Min Ho,
oh Kang Mino,
as that misses inside, 1-0. Wells, 23 pitches in the last inning, 15 in the first, 19 in the second, 23 in the third. Running that pitch count up slowly. The 1-0 pitch to Kang Min Ho in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 1-1. Super banger song. I bet that I wonder how much money that guy that sings that song and the Diaz song, I wonder how much money that guy makes. And that is a big breaking ball that does not break. The 2-1 turns on it, lifts it up, shortstop out into the grass. Left fielder can't find it. The shortstop, and it drops. And Kang Min Ho, not hustling out of the box, is only going to be on base. Only going to be on first base. I'm not playing his music because I cannot stream live at a game. That is would get killed real quick. Again, OG1 almost out into left field as Song Chan-ee not able to find it.
Thank you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Those of you guys wondering what that is, that's the up recommendation over on SOOP. So if you're watching over on SOOP right now, there's 41 of you. Then I expect 41 thumbs up. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you for the recommendation, the underdog.
Thank you, Under. As Kim Jong-un looks at strike one. I don't know who they give the air to on that. Kim Jong-un 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Give the air to the shortstop. That is absurd, honestly. The shortstop gets the air on that. All right, to Kim Jong-un now. If Kang Min-ho was hustling out of the box, he'd be on second base. No worries about a double play, but instead, you've got manicured sideburns with an 0-2 count. Sets up way off the plates. Misses way off the plates. The announcers thought it was somewhere close to any strike zone in Korea, but it was not. Announcers are part of the problem in Korean baseball, ladies and gentlemen. As the 1-2 pitch sets up down the middle. Rolls over it past the first baseman, and that is going to put our runners on first and second. Yeah, tying run, and now at the second base. Brings up a Shim Jae-hoon. Yeah. How's the Hanwha game, Stefan? Still raining? That's a misses down and in. Yeah, looking at the radar, it doesn't look good either. But it does look like it'll stop in the next hour or so. When did the rain delay start? Now they're going to attempt to bunt here. Nope. Pulls it back, lifts it up. Right fielder in front of the warning track makes the catch. Kang Min-ho is going to tag up and head on over to third base. Brings up the guy hitting below the old Mendoza line. Have to think again about Kang Min-ho not hustling out of the box. So just at not even a half hour yet. Yang Woo-hyun steps in. 171 on the season. He walked in his first at-bat. That's a big breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Yang Woo-hyun, walk on the day. And that is going to be lifted into center field. He's going to come up throwing. Kang Min-ho, not a lot of speed. The throw, safe. And that ties the game up. Also tags up, heads on over to second. As Kang Min-ho shows off the wheels, ladies and gentlemen.
Min-ho. Samsung Kang Min-ho. Oh, Kang Min-ho. Baram pam 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 pam. Kangmino, Kangmino, oh Kangmino. Baram pam 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 pam. Kangmino.
Man, they video replay way too many plays in the KBO. I think it actually is now. Oh, we've got a pinch hitter here, Kim Hyung-jun. Kim Hyun-jun taking over instead of Kim Ji-chan. 1-0 now. Hitting 429 on the season. And that is going to be a soft liner to the second baseman. That'll be 3 away. An error, a single, and a sacrifice gets them a tie game. We'll go to the 5th inning. 3-3. Dun, 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 dun. Double check my numbers here. 7-5-1. Right, no earned run. But 5 hits and 2 walks ain't great. Not that I can say anything since my guy's given up 7 hits and a walk, 3 earned runs, and only 3 strikeouts. But luckily, An Min hit a 2-run shot, and luckily, the guy that just scored was for me. Dun, 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 dun. Kia now up a 3-1. Top of the 6th inning. Looks like a Na-sung Bomb steps up. Kim Do-young with another home run. Now tied with Austin Dean for the league lead. Austin Dean will be the first hitter. Jun Byung-woo over at first base. Diaz out. I don't know, Hassan. That's his into the dirt. And that is going to be a line into left, but we'll make the catch. No one away. Those of you guys that would like to follow me on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. Just click that star. That's how you follow me over there on SOOP. If you want to follow me on YouTube, just make sure you subscribe. All right, Song Chan-hee having an awful day today as that's in there for a strike. Bases loaded, nobody out, and he hits then to a 3-2 ground out. Then the error that they gave the error to the shortstop there. That's a misses inside. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out and a bad play in left that allowed Samsung to score the tying run in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-1 count now. Sets up right down the middle. Swing and a miss, and it's a 1-2. Da 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 da. And that will drop down and roll into the corner. There goes his day. It's much better now as he's going to have himself a 1-out double. There you go, Stefan. Perfect. Now the question is how does a White do with that long break? Now stepping up a Pak Dong-Won. Asking for the second base umpire to switch sides. He's saying he's going to line it right back up the middle. That's a strike on the outside, 0-1. Pak Dong-Won, 1 for 1 on the day. A single run scored. Also had a sacrifice fly. And that gave them the lead at the time, the 3-1 lead at the time. And that's another strike on the outside. 0-2. All right, right-handed batter, right-handed hitter. 0-2 count. How far into the left-handed batter's box is this ball going to go? No, he throws it and it breaks way back and catches him looking. Set up way outside, and he almost missed the ball. It's like they missed the sign. All right, so 2 away now. Chun Sung Ho steps in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. LG Chun Sung Ho. LG Chun Sung Ho. And that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman, what a play. Recovers, throws him out over at first base. Fantastic play by Kim Young-eun over at first, or over at third, to just save most likely a run. That will take us to the bottom of the fifth. 3-3. Coming up will be 2, 3, 4 hitters for Samsung. Doosan. They're up 6-0 against SSG, and SSG just sucks. Did they give a time for the game to restart, Stefan? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Still taking the tarps off, so that's another 30 minutes then. All right, so we should be coming back now. Bottom of the fifth, Pak Sung Gyu. Turns on the first pitch, and it will be a souvenir up in the upper deck. Swing and a miss. And fouls that one off, 0-2. Still. Pak Sung Gyu, a double in his first at bat, a run scored, and then also walked. No, you got to take tarps. You've got to use the 0-2 pitch into the dirt. Da 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 da. The 1-2 misses outside. 2-2. $77 pitches for Wells. 15, 19, 23, 15. Yeah, another 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. He wanted that one. And another 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, third baseman down to his knees, recovers, throws to first in time. And that will be one away on the play by Moonbo Young. I'd be worried about Samsung's offense right now. They've got Kim Hyung Jun instead of Kim Ji Chan, and they've got Jun Byung Woo over at first instead of Diaz. Gu Jahook steps in now. RBI single in his first at bat. Pops that one into a foul territory. Moonbo Young makes the catch. And 2 away. And Gu Jahook is complaining that he is out. He's like, I didn't hit it fair. That wasn't fair. I that's not the pitch I wanted to hit. Complaining when you pop up to third in foul territory. Which game? Doosan. Again, Doosan is winning by 6. Chae Hyung-woo steps in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Big RBI single in his last at bat, a 3-6-4-3, a double play in his first. 0-1 pitch, check swing, foul, would have been a strike anyway. And 0-2. Oh, I would still take LG as the 0-2 pitch misses up high, 1-2. I would take LG for one reason, and that is Samsung's lineup. I don't have any faith in the 8-9 hitters for them. I also Diaz is now out, and instead Jun Byung-woo, and Kim Ji-chan is out, and instead it's Kim Hyung-jun. As I fouls it, and that will be a strikeout. It's the longest strikeout in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Another strikeout for Wells. He gets the 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the break. I'll be back in just a few. All right, so I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Samsung going to the bullpen early here. Lee Sung-min will come in to pitch here. On to Een, only 81 pitches. And Moonbo Young tries to drop down the bunt. Parlay only, I think the Kium and KT game started late, and then the Hanwha and NC game had a rain delay in the middle. That's in there for a strike. Oh, sorry, a ball, 1-1. As the old bugs are out in full force in Jamshid. Hassan, I could see something like a 7-3 game. The 1-1 pitch. We'll lift it up. Center fielder underneath it, though. One away. Rain. It's monsoon season in Korea. I mean, it's very simple. Korea is a peninsula. It rains all the time. Late June till middle of August is rain most days. Yeah, they were. They started late as the 0-1 misses up high. 1-1. Are they in a rain delay again? Yeah, they went on a rain delay at 7:45. As the 1-1 and misses way outside at 2-1. Hanwha went into a rain delay at 7:30 is what they said. But yeah, the Kium KT game started late also. The 2-1 pitch now sets up down on the knees and it throws it into the dirt to 3-1. Starting now. Okay, there you go. Stefan is our guide to the game. Should be top of the fourth there. Hanwha is up a 2-0. The 3-1 pitch way up high, and that'll walk him. All right, pinch hit here. Moon Jung Bin is going to pinch hit for Shinmin Jae. It's like they're, oh, well, you know, it's the last game before the end of the first half. Let's just make sure everybody gets to play. Moon Jung Bin, 317 on the season, but has not been looking good lately. Looking so bad, I dropped him from my fantasy team. No idea. NC does have the advantage as far as the next pitcher. That's Mrs. Lowe. So I don't know for Hanwha. I don't know if Wong is going to back up Whites. Pitcher a mound visit here after he walked. Apparently, he had a solo shot yesterday, of course, since I dropped him from my fantasy team. As here comes the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Cognito must have just told him to throw a strike. And he's like, "Oh, okay. I wish you would have told me that earlier. I would have been thought we were throwing balls." And the 1-1 pitch now to Moon Jung Bin. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Two straight pitches are right down the middle. And he pops it up. Catcher, nope, first baseman will take care of it in foul territory. Yeah, 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup for LG. He is a Hanwha fan. All right, to Hong Jong Gi, a single and a double and a 4-3 ground out today. Big hole over on the right side. In there for a strike. 0-1. Is the Doosan game also in a rain delay? So basically, the South, Samsung, which is Daegu, and Lotte, which is Busan, and don't have any rain, but everything else is up high. I don't know if it's raining outside or not. The 0-1 pitch now to Hong Chang-hee sets up on the outside. Checks over on the runner again, who makes 2 hops back. Again, today is like a Sunday. This is up high. 1-1. Since there are no games tomorrow, these games are pretty much treated like a Sunday game. Everybody is ready to play. Again, the game for Hanwha NC was rained out yesterday. As the 1-1 misses inside at 2-1. So basically, everybody can pitch today for Hanwha. Two 1 pitch now. 2-1. Nope. Checks over on the runner, who makes a half step back to get back on the bag. There he goes. A great jump. Easily in there. A huge, huge jump. Which did you take a Kyo? All right, the 2-2 pitch now to Hong Chang-gi. A runner on second, a 2 out, a 2-2 game. That is going to be lifted to left field, but slices and just gets foul. Why did they make it 3-2? While we're waiting, make sure you hit that thumbs up. That's a like over on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation on SOOP. If you're watching on SOOP and you have not created an account, please create an account and make sure you hit that thumbs up button and follow me over there. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch once again. This sets up a down at the knees, and nope, but checks over on the runner. Again, make sure if you want to follow me over on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. If you click that, that is how you follow me. Rain. The 2-2 is fouled away. Stays. Rain, rain, rain. Again, it is monsoon season here in Korea. It rained all day, every day, last night. That game's already over? Well, that game's only in the 7th inning. All right, so once again, the 2-2 pitch, it taps the glove on the ground and misses way outside. The announcers just had an aneurysm, ladies and gentlemen, for a pitch that was so far off the plate, it would have went behind a right-handed batter. I don't know, Jungle. I don't. That's a breaking ball, catches him right down the middle. That'll be the end of the inning. A single and a walk and a stolen base, but nothing. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 3. Down. Yeah, radar for Seoul looks like it's a little rough, honestly. It looks like both Seoul and Suwon. It's gonna start back up around 10. Doosan, yeah, they're gonna try to get at least the game restarted. Yeah, Seoul looks dry. Suwon is another thing, though. They're farther south. So basically, the rain is now it's between south of Seoul, but north of Daegu and Gwangju. And so here is Daejeon. Here's a Suwon where KT plays. And here is a Seoul where Doosan plays. No, nobody's won any game. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys keep saying people are winning. There are 0 games that are done. Rios out on the mound for LG here. Good luck finding me, Stefan. As that is in there for a strike, 0-1. Gubon Hyuk takes over at second. All right, Jun Byung-woo. 1-1 pitch now. Way up high. 2-1. Thank you, Meek. Welcome, welcome. I need to check that. I want to see if I have enough for a Kium Loco. Members. Now you got access. That's misses up high. 3-1. Parlay, they haven't finished 5 innings. Stefan bragging over there with his 2 months. That's a misses way up high. Ball 4. Rios nowhere near the strike zone so far in this relief appearance. I mean, Doosan should win if they restart it. So Kang Min Ho steps in now.
Kang Min Ho. Samsung Kang Min Ho. Oh, Kang Min Ho. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho. Oh, Kang Min Ho.
That's in there for a strike.
Kang Min Ho.
Rios did pitch 2 innings yesterday. Again, very, very old Korean manager of him. Run the foreigner back out there. Who cares about his arm? It's a tied up Trotter. It's a 1-1. Swing and fouls that one off. A 1-2. Samsung won big on Monday or Tuesday night. LG won yesterday.
Kang Min
골뱅이 STAFAM 밑줄 ZA 슈퍼채티드 0.86달러. 테스트. 렛츠 고 한우하. 팔로우 비키위니.
Drop inside. Jun Byung-woo is going to head on over to third. Kang Min Ho is going to head to second. They bobble it over in left field, and they're going to come on home. And he is in there with an air on that left fielder once again. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Samsung takes the lead on the air from the left fielder. Goes into the corner. The left fielder bobbles it again all day. Absolute awfulness from that left fielder. No, he was here earlier. Another big air. Another big air. Brings up Kim Young-un now. Now they're going to go out to talk to him. Nope. Kim Young-un. 1 for 2. That fouls that away. More errors. How do they not call that an error on the left fielder? That is lifted up. Center fielder on the run. Makes the catch right at the warning track. Kongmino is going to tag up and head on over to third. One away as he gave it a ride, but ran out of gas. KBO scores are so awful. All right, we've got a Kim Sung-yoon steps in now. Pinch hitting here. And just misses outside. Oh, yeah, 100% an error. Not in the KBO, though. I gave him an error because it was an error. That is going to be into the outfield, and that's going to make it 5-3. Brings up the number 9 hitter. You going to take this guy out yet? All right, here we go. Are they going to act? Nope, they're going to talk to him. Are they really going to keep him out there? Nope, that'll be it for him. All right, so we'll have ourselves a pitching change. Is Rios threw 27 pitches yesterday, so they brought him out again today. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is the top 2 crappiest managers in the KBO. Looks like Na Sung Bom just hit a home run for Kia, as I just got a message on that one. Oh, Hanwhan NC there on the top of the 5th now. Runner on first, nobody out for NC. And then Kia and Lotte. Kia just hit a 2-run shot to put them up 5-1. Good night, Parlay. Doosan and SSG not quite back yet. Nope. Looks like we do have a pitching change. KT and still in a rain delay there. No, my box score says 2 errors. Mine says 2 errors. If you're what? That's mine. I make that, Trotter. Trotter, that's mine. See, watch. Gone. Back. Gone. Back. No, that is my official. That is my scoring. I do all of these things. Yeah. All right. We've got a new pitcher out on the mound, Kim Sung Jin. Or Kim Jin Sung, sorry. "41 games already this year. Let's bring him out for another one, shall we?" 6 wins, 16 holds. I mean, it's the KBO. Anything is possible. All right, to Yang Woo Hyun. Kim Jin Sung has not pitched for a while. Drops down a bunt that misses. 0-1. Yang Woo Hyun, a sacrifice fly in his last at bat, a walk in his first. 171 on the season. Or 8:40 p.m. if you're in Korea. Does have plenty of speed over at first base. The 0-1 pitch. And he goes and easily in there. He came off the bag. Shortstop held the glove down. This is what I've been talking about for years. If the shortstops would just keep the glove on the player instead of trying to swipe tag everything, they slide off the bag all the time. He beat the throw, but he came off the bag. That'll be it for him. Again, they've already used both of their challenges, so they don't have anything to challenge as that one is lifted up. Third baseman backpedaling in foul territory, almost hits him in the face. But that'll be a 3 away. We'll go to the 7th inning. Samsung up 5-3. Kang Bae Ko. Yeah, but this one slid. This one slid off of the bag, so and definitely different. All right, 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for. Oh, sorry, Samsung is coming up. No, LG 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up in the top of the 6th inning. Oh, Park Min, Austin Dean, and Song Chan-yi. 2 hits and a hit by pitch in that group. Again, LG has actually out hit Samsung. I have no
Thank
idea.
you for the recommendation, Angry Jew.
Big angry. Lee Sung Hyun out on the mound now. The nice thing about Lions is they will take Kang Min Ho out, and Jang Sung Hyun, I guess, will take over. So just suddenly, Kong Min Ho comes out. This is the fourth starter that has come out of the game. They're going to have to, they've got to have some changes on defense here. I don't know. It's so hot. They are going to, looks like, take him out. I think it's just a heat thing. Again, Daegu is one of the hottest places. As Kim Song-jun takes over at short. All right, so there's our new defensive lineman. Ha Min will greet him. 1 for 3 on the day, a single and a run scored back in the third inning. Misses inside, ball 1. So Diaz already out, Kong Min Ho out. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, the music is what they use. I have to do play-by-play because I also do on YouTube, and YouTube can't watch. All right, the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside, fouls it away. 1-2. So Kong Sun-hyun into behind the plate. Kim Sung-yoon out. Obviously, he's not a second baseman. He's a right fielder. And Kim Sung-jun takes over at short. One-two pitch is a ground ball right at the third baseman. Picks it up, throws across, and 1 away on the 5-3 ground out. Thank you. Trying to improve every year. I think this is my 5th year streaming the KBO as Austin Dean steps in now. Unfortunately, Samsung does not allow me to play their music. All right, Austin Dean steps in, hit by a pitch, but 0 for 2 outside of that. That's a slow 125. I will pass on that. For a 6-3 ground out, a hit by pitch and a line out to the left fielder. 0 for 2. This is up high, 1-1. 6 pitches now for Lee Sung-hyun. Kim Do-young for Kia did hit a home run today. That ties him and Austin Dean at 27 home runs on the season now. The 1-1 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-2. Dun, 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 dun. All right, 1-2 pitch now was sets up on the outside and a swing and a miss. Austin Dean not happy. Brings up a Song Chani. 0 for 2 on the day, or 1 for 3, but a bad defense in left field. That's in there for a strike and 0-1. Again, Songshan Lee is the left fielder that couldn't find the ball, allowed 1 run to score. He's the one that had the error in left field that allowed another run to score. As the 0-1 is bounced into the dirt. 1-1. Also came up with the bases loaded in the third inning and hit into a 3-2 groundouts. Mary Kate enjoying her game right now. So the 1-1 pitch that is ripped into left field, and that's going to put him on base with 2 outs. Brings up a Pak Dong-wan who could tie it up in 1 swing. Had a 2-run shot in Tuesday's game that we streamed. Now, those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That's a like over on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation over on SOOP. Which center fielder is it, Stefan? They have like 4 of them. Big Tuna looks at the ball on outside. 1-0. Single in his first at bat, a run scored, a sacrifice fly to center, and then a strikeout looking. Her face is shiny. 1-0 into the dirt, so 2-0. Mr. Full Big Tuna Swing. The 2-0 swing and a miss as he goes down to his knees, and 2-1. I have no idea what that means. And the 2-1 pitch catches the outside at 2-2. Okay. It ain't over yet, Hassan. You know this. A swing and a miss. So much excitement from the announcers. My ear hurts. That will be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th, the 3-2. Yeah. Ah, okay. The KBO snatching defeat from the jaws of victory at least once a day. All right, so Samsung's going to have the top of their lineup coming up. 1, 2, 3. Those of you guys that want to follow me, again, I stream 5 to 6 days a week, various teams, various groups. So welcome, Jay. Welcome, welcome. Jay is a big Samsung fan. So if you want to follow me, obviously just subscribe over on YouTube. But if you want to follow me on
Thank
SOOP,
you for the recommendation, J1970.
thank you, Jay. Next to my channel name is a little star. Just click that. It's called a loyal viewer on SOOP. All right, so Kim Jin Sung is still out there. First pitch is in there for a strike. Kim Hyung Jun again did not start the game. Lined out to the second baseman in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. That is rolled over, but foul. And it is 0 and 2. Got again, it's the KBO. Samsung is their starting center fielder, their starting first baseman, their starting shortstop, and their starting catcher are all out of the game already. As fouled away, it stays 0 and 2. And now the 0-2 pitch. That is lifted as center fielder going back a little bit, so it makes the catch and 1 away. Their starting second baseman got injured in yesterday's game, so he's actually not in. So 5 of their regular starters are not in the game now. Park Sung-gyu fouls that one away. 0 and 1. But they also have a 2-run lead with only 6 more outs to get, so who knows? A 1 pitch now sets up on the outside, misses up. 1 and 1. Doosan now up 7. What do you mean by delay? You mean from what I say to what you see? As the 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2 and 1. Or do you mean like rain delay? The 2-1 is popped up. Will get out of play. 2 and 2. I live in Korea. I've lived in Korea for over 12 years. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Ripped into left field. That is going to drop down and roll to the wall. Park Sung-gyu has a ton of speed. He is going to cruise into second to base with him another double. 2 doubles, a run scored, and a walk. As Samsung is threatening once again. Yeah, I live in Korea. I used to be a season ticket holder. If you look here, all of those boxes right there, those are all my old season tickets. All right, so Gu Jauk steps in. First pitch is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Steps on the bag is the pitcher, and the 3-1 ground out does move him over to third base. But now 2 away. Yeah, I watch on Korean TV, and I do that. So I obviously, I still don't speak Korean. I speak Korean well enough, not great. So I wouldn't say I speak Korean by any means. All right, they're going to intentionally walk Che Young-woo to get to Jun Byung-woo. So runners on first and third now, Jun Byung-woo. They will come out now, a mound visit. Yeah, so like the American English has about 170,000 words. Korean has over 1,000,000 words. And we will get a pitching change. Hello, Infidel. Infidels? I think I should just call you Fiddles. So we will have ourselves a pitching change here to face Jun Byung-woo. Welcome, Fiddles. Elsewhere around the league, get a quick update. Kia's up 5-1 now. They're in the bottom of the ninth inning, 1 out for LG, so they're down to their final 2 outs. Yeah. And Hanwha's up 4-0. Doosan is up 7-0. They're up in the bottom of the fifth. So that game is an official game. The KT game is still in a rain delay. They've been in a rain delay since 7:45. Whether or not they play again, that's a good question. But yeah, but you all, yeah, it just, you got the issue with the Korean obviously is you've got 3 languages in one, because you've got Banma, you've got Jondaemal, and you've got Nopenma, and then you've got to also understand Chinese because you need to know Hanja, and it just there's so many words. All right, Ukong Hoon out on the mound now for LG. Ukong Hoon, Ukong Hoon, All right, so Jun Byung-woo, 221 on the season, getting his first at bat of the day as he took over on defense for, or actually he's walked in his first at bat. He took over on defense for Diaz, so fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. So Ukong Hoon out on the mound. Jun Byung-woo up to bat. Sounds like there's storms outside my window. That or the people above me are just real noisy. That's in there for another strike, and it's 0-2. Sucks that both of the Samsung songs that I have, both of those players are out of the game. The 0-2 pitch now sets up way over and tries to get the cut back into, but it does not. Yeah, no 1-2. Little sidearm trying to backdoor it. And the 1-2, did he hit him? Almost hit him. Then you didn't swing at that, I'm going to hit you with it. 8%, so you get to. And the 2-2 is lifted.
Thank you for the recommendation, Kung Fu Carl.
And makes the catch as the announcers have another aneurysm on a fly ball. Thank you, Carl. As now we'll go to the 8th inning at 5-3. What's up, fish? Old Pak Song on. Oh man, is he good? Oh man, they get so ecstatic. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's all right, fish. 6, 7, 8 coming up for the Twins in the top of the order. I believe will. So, what does 8% mean? It looked like he leaned into it, but because it looked like Carl, like it looked like he turned away and then tried to lean into it. Like it looked like he tried to get away from the pitch and then lean into it. And when you're hitting 221, Roger darn it, man. Hey, isn't this the guy that used to pitch you inside? Yeah, so go up there and lean into one. Well, the Dorn comes out after an impressive display of stretching over at first base. Hopefully, you guys are old enough to get those references. So, Kim Tae-hoon. What's up? Kim Tae-hoon. Yeah, there we go, Trotter. Just a bit outside. All right, that's in there. That is in there for a strike. Probably not the best timing to use that. As Chun Sung Ho, a 2 for 3 on the day, double a run score, a single, and a 5-3 ground out. I guess you guys should probably hear some music, huh? It's the first sign of life the Indians have displayed all day. Go the 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside and nowhere near the strike zone. The second one wasn't bad. The second one wasn't bad. The third one, that was awful. All right, now a 2-2 count to Chun Sung Ho. Stefan hoping for a solo shot here. The 2-2 pitch fouls away, ball 3, 2-2. LG Chun Sung Ho. LG Chun Sung Ho. All right, to the 2-2 pitch now. Sets up right down the middle. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and that's will be out number 1. Beauty of a pitch. Stefan not happy with that swing. Moonbo Gyung steps in now. Oh, Moonbo Gyung. That was the pitch he needed to deposit in the stands. Moonbo Gyung not hitting well, down to 255. After his injury, he has just not been able to do much when he's come back. That's in there for a strike at the bottom. He is in desperate need of a break. Here is the 0-2 pitch way outside. Again, just nowhere near the strike zone. Like 0-2 counts, nowhere near the strike zone. The 1-2 pitch now sets up on the outside, and he just watches it right. Just why do you even take a bat to the plate? Why do you have a bat? Just leave it in the on deck circle if you're just going to stand up there and watch it. All right, OG Juan steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. A single, 2 RBIs, a fly out to center, and a walk with a stolen base. And El Lote had their Korean ace on the mound. Misses low there. 2-0. Mucho LG. The 2-0 pitch rolls that one over. First baseman grabs it. He'll take it himself. And 1, 2, 3 go LG in the top of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom. 5-3 Samsung. Well, now I really hope Samsung doesn't or LG doesn't come back, because Samsung's closer is my fantasy league closer, and that would mean he gets rocked. All right, to 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up in. Yeah, I guess so. No, elsewhere around the league, looks like Hanwha and NC are 4-2. Bottom of the 6th, but Hanwha threatening. Ha Saw in second. Kim Tae Hyun up to bat. Nobody out. To Doosan is 7-0. Top of the 6th inning for SSG, where they've got 2 outs. KT and Kium still waiting. Still waiting. And then Kia gets the 5-2 victory. All right, so we're coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 8th inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. Songju Young comes out. This is the the LG closer. So now you get more issues. If LG does take the lead in the top of the 9th, you don't have a closer to close it out. The amount of stupidity from LG's manager is mind-boggling. Jang Sung Hyun hitting 95 on the season. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Bringing your closer in on the road. Interesting. Basically saying you don't have any faith in your team. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Rolls it over foul. Even if they do rally, who takes over in the bottom of the ninth if they do get the victory or they do take the lead? The 0-2 slapped right at the first baseman, and that will be out number one. They scored 2 runs on a homer in the Tuesday game that I streamed, and they've scored 3 so far today. All right, Kim Young-un steps in. Single in his second at bat, also struck out, so that is lifted left field. The center fielder giving chase. Goodbye, baseball. Good thing you brought your closer in. All right, those of you that are new to the stream, anytime somebody hits a home run, we open up a pack of KBO cards. So that, ladies and gentlemen, should be the game. Yeah, he is the backup catcher. Well, we're close here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Kim Jae-yoon. That's the closer that'll come out next. And then we've got Moon Bo-kyung. That's the guy that didn't even need to take a bat up in his last at-bats. And the utility infielder for NC, Soho Cho. Kim Song-joon getting his first at-bat of the day, hitting 176. Give us nothing and you will like it. The 2-0 pitch in there for a strike, a 2-1. Good thing they brought the closer in. What? 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 6? I don't know what that means. All right, to the 3-1 pitch now. And that's in there for a strike, a 3-2. Only the third full count of the day for Samsung. Yeah, why would you bring your closer in? Oh wait, because you're it's a 3 everything is 3-game series in KBO. That was right into the corner as that misses up high and he walks him. Just walked the number 8 hitter who's hitting below 200 on the season. Don't score anymore. I need Kim Jae-yoon to come in and get the save. Well, that's what happens. Why do you have your closer out there losing on the road? Again, LG's manager quite possibly is about to have a fist battle with Father Time for worst manager in the league. Brings up Yang Woo-hyun. 0 for 1 on the day, a walk, a sacrifice fly, and a pop up to the third baseman. He fakes the bunts, and then the catcher drops the ball. And now you've got a runner on second. Nope. They've got the bottom of the lineup. They've got 9-1-2 coming up. Yeah, 4-game series, and the first series of the year is always a 2-game series. As that's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Yeah, the LG is Dundee. The 1-1 breaks down 2-1. The 2-1 rolls that one over. The first baseman will tag him out, so he'll head on over. And the runner now 90 feet away from this not being a save situation. Now that's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Kim Young-jun. And Kim Young-jun 0 for 2, lined out to the second baseman, or his first at bats. Flew out to center in his second. And the 0-1 is a ground ball. The second baseman will pick it up, throws to first, and that will be out number 3. But not before Samsung adds another insurance run to bring it to 6-3, courtesy of LG's manager, bringing in the closer on the road in a losing game. We'll go to the top of the 9th. LG needs 3 before they get to 3 outs. And they'll do it with the 9-1-2 coming up. No other games. Doosan again. They're up 7-0. SSG is up in the top of the 7th there. Hanwha and NC. Hanwha is up 4-2. Bottom of the 6th inning there. They've got a runner on second still. I'm probably not. Samsung's closer is one of the better closers in the league. Gubong Hyuk will lead things off. Again, Kim Jae-yoon will come in to close out the game. LG's getting ready to come up. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's a like over on YouTube. That's an up or recommendation over on SOOP. Kim Jae-yoon out on the mound. He'll we'll have a pinch hitter, Moon Sung-ju. First pitch is fouled away, 0-1. 21 saves on the season. Arpo is back. That's not good for Samsung. As the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss as he can't catch up to the 145 up high. Moon Sung-ju with 296 on the season. But even though he's not hitting well, that posture looks fantastic. The 0-2 sets up on the outside, throws it outside, and 2-1, 1-2. A 1-2 pitch just sets up on the outside and fouls it to straight back. Stays 1-2. He needs to go see the guru, Arpo, so he can throw 150. No problem, Yoda. Yoda Yadu. Yoda Yuda. Yoda Yuda. Yoda Yuda. Just sounds like Roto-Rooter. It up will get foul though once again. 1-2 still. Those of you guys watching, if you want to follow, again, I stream 5 or 6 days a week. If you're over on YouTube, just subscribe. If you're over on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. If you click that star, that's how you follow me. It's called a loyal viewer. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Sets up down at the knees and misses. 2-2. Wells looking on. Gave up 5 innings, 84 pitches. Gave up 3 runs. Only 2 of them earned, though. And the 2-2 pitch. Misses up high. Runs the count full. Jong Sung-hyun just threw the ball down to third base. Thinking it was a strikeout. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch turns on and fouls away ball 4. Yeah, 3-2 sets up down at the knees and misses up high, and he walks him. Brings up Hong Chang-gi with a pinch run over there at first base. Maybe Lee Young-bin pinch running there. Nope, Moon Sung-ju stays over there at first. Brings up a Hong Chang-gi. 2 for 4 on the day. That catches the outside, 0-1. Is it because they're in first place, or is it because they're from Seoul? The 0-1 pitch to Hong Chang-gi. Sets up on the outside corner. That is lifted. A left fielder going at the wall, off the top of the wall. Hong Chang-gi is going to head into second base, and Moon Sung-ju is going to held up at third. And that brings the tying run up to the plates. Just missed the home run. Nobody out. A tying run coming up to the plates. Just missed. Park Hae-min will step in to the plates. All right, here come all the fans. Here come all the viewers. All right, Parque Mean steps in, 1 for 4. That's ground ball right to the first baseman. He will step on the bag, and 1 run is going to come on in. That's his 1 away. Great play over there at first. Hong Changi moves over to third base. Brings up Austin Dean. There's that 1 run. Hassan, I think you were asking for the 1 run. There it was. All right, so Hong Changi over at third base now. Austin Dean will come up to bat. Austin Dean, will they pitch to him? You got to pitch to him. You can't put the tying run on base. Again, he is 0 for 3 on the day. A hit by a pitch, a 6-3 ground out, a liner to the left, a strikeout. As Austin Dean steps in now. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Kim Do-young tied him in earlier today as Kim Do-young hit a home run for Kia. They are now tied up at the top at 27 home runs apiece. What's up, Sally? As the 0-1 pitch misses way outside. Try to get him to chase way off the plates. 1-1 now. Hassan, did you took the over? Here is the over 11. Right to the 1-1 pitch now. Fouls it away, 1-2. I feel like we should just be spamming Austin Dean's music here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That is a like over on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation over on the SOOP. It is very important over on SOOP. That's why I count them up at the top of the SOOP broadcast. All right, to the 1-2 pitch. Lays off a bit way outside at 2-2. Those of you who are new to the stream, if you want to follow me over on YouTube, just subscribe. If you want to follow me over on SOOP, next to my channel name is a star. Just click that. It's called a loyal viewer. I stream 5 or 6 days a week. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch now. Fouls it away again. Stays 2-2. Sally, did you take LG? Because LG is, I mean, that's just to tie the game. Samsung and LG fans next to each other, figuring out who's paying for dinner. All right, pitch number 18 from Kim Jae-yoon. Misses up high, runs the count full, 3-2. All right, here we go. The 3-2. What happened, Kiwi? Which part? Did they just blow the lead? Did Pak Minu hit the 2-run shot? Please tell me it was him as the 3-2 pitch misses inside and he walks him. Now the tying run is on base. You took them separately, not together? All right, to Song Chan-yi. He has had an awful day at left. He's had an awful day in pressure situations. Bases loaded, nobody out, grounded into a 3-2 ground out. But a double and a single in his last two. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Here we have that. Hitting 429 on the season with runners on first and third. And the 0-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Swing and a miss again. And 0-2. Still just one out, ladies and gentlemen. There's still just one out, though. No. Closers are the best of the bullpen of the bad bullpens. He is actually one of the better closers in the league. Here comes the 0-2 pitch now. Sets up way outside, misses low, ball 1. 1-2. 22 pitches now from Kim Jae-yoon. Now, how big is that home run for Samsung looking? Here's the 1-2 pitch now. Chicken wing in it. Checks over on Austin Dean. He makes a step back. He points to home and says, throw it home. There's always a chance, Fish. There's always a chance. 1 out. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Lays off of it into the dirt again. 2-2. I feel like I just got to spam music at this point. Again, those of you guys joining late, please make sure you follow. Is the 2-2 pitch now. Sets up on the outside, and he rolls it foul. 24 pitches now for Kim Jae-yoon. Again, 82 of you watching in SOOP. Make sure next to my channel name, you click that little star so you can follow me. I will stream 5 or 6 days a week. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch once again. Samsung fans mingling with the LG fans. Everybody suddenly super religious. As the 2-2 pitch now sets up down on the outside. Misses low, ball 3. Thank you, Fish. All right, here we go. Runners on first and third. 3-2 count. 25 pitches from the closer. Fouls it straight back. Stays 3-2. I wish I could put up Yoda Yuda. Are you Korean? 한국 사람이에요? All right, the 3-2 pitch just sets up on the outside and fouls it back again. Da, 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 da. All right, here we go. Once again, another 3-2 pitch, 27 pitches from Kim Jae-yoon. I got your heart going for you, Sally. And another 3-2 pitch once again. Sets up on the outside corner. Misses inside, and he walks the bases loaded. Walks the bases loaded. Back-to-back walks. And now the tying run in scoring position for the Big Tuna. 1 out still, Fish. 1 out still. All right, so Park Dong-won steps in. 1 for 3 on the day. A single, a run scored, a sacrifice fly. Looks at to strike one right down the middle. 29 pitches now for the closer. This is way up high. $30 pitches now. No idea, Yoda. As the 1-1 pitch now. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Guy behind him is Chun Song Ho. He's on the day. He's 2 for 4. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Tying run on second. Park Dong-won. Mr. Full Swing goes around. Nope, they're going to check down to first. He did not go around at 2-2. You're just going to keep spamming the heartbeats. Again, everybody should make sure you hit that thumbs up. Everybody should hit that thumbs up. Like over on YouTube, up a recommendation over on SOOP. Welcome, go KBO. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch to Park Dong-won, Mr. Full Swing, Mr. Big Tuna. The 2-2 pitch lays off of it, and another full count. 4th full count of this inning. All right, now 3-2 pitch. Park Dong-won calls for time. I better refill the old throat with some water. All right, so Mr. Full Swing loves swinging at pitches out of the zone. And another 3-2 pitch now. Fouls it away. Yeah. Or maybe Samsung buses. And the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it away again. Gotta love the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love the KBO. 35 pitches from your closer with the bases loaded. Oh, that sucks. As the 3-2 pitch now. Walks him, and the game is a one-run game. Well, nice, Hickenbottom. Hopefully you show them this game and tell them don't ever pitch like this. All right, Chun Sung Ho, bases still loaded, 1 out, 1-run game. And that's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop underhand toss to the second baseman to first, and that is going to end the game on the 6-4-3 putouts. Cannot believe you swung at the first pitch after he just walked 3 batters. Unbelievable to swing at the first pitch. Wow. Wow. How do you swing at the first pitch when the guy's thrown 36 pitches and walked the last 3 guys? Everybody wants to win the game, but nobody wants to do what you need to win the game. That is absolute awful to watch, ladies and gentlemen. That is so awful to watch that happen. So, real quick recap, besides the LG manager who is, he might have taken over as the worst manager in the league. You guys will have to watch. Hassan, you got the over, though. You got 11, right? Hassan, you got your 11. That was awful, 1,500. Good question, Jesse. The Lions closer's not bad. He just had a bad game. Why would you interview Park Jin-man, the manager? That was so awful to watch. How do you swing at the first pitch? But real quick recap, first inning, double by Park Sun-kyu, and then came around to score on the Gujauk single, RBI single. That's put them up 1-0. Samsung or LG got the lead right back. A single from Park Dong-won, a double from Chun Sung Ho, ended up putting them on second and third. OG Wan comes up with the 2 outs, 2 RBI single. Yeah, the manager is awful. I don't know, Jesse. I'll look as I'm. I still have the game going on my other screen, so I'll let you know. But then LG gets another run in the top of the third. Bases here. They had the bases loaded, nobody out, and I'm gonna double check. So Song Chani, 3-2 ground outs. The bases loaded, nobody out. You've got the 4, 5, 6 guys coming up. He hits into a 3-2 ground outs. Then do get a sacrifice fly from Park Dong-won. That puts them up 3-1. Samsung gets another run back, a walk, a ground out, another walk, and a RBI single from Chae Hyung-woo makes it 3-2. They tie the game up in the bottom of the 4th inning off an error. and then a single, and then a sacrifice. That made it 3-3. Then you go to the 6th inning. Then you go to the 6th inning. You've got a walk, and then a double ends up scoring him. Then because of an error in left field, that puts them up 4-3 at the time. Then another single, pinch hit single from Kim Sung-yoon ends up making it 5-3 at the time. Then in the 8th inning, again, you bring in the closer on the road in a losing game. Absolutely stupid. He ends up giving up a home run. That makes it 6-3. Why is that so important? Well, because you go to the 9th inning, a leadoff walk, a double puts runners on 2nd and 3rd, a ground out, first pitch ground out once again. First pitch ground outs ends up scoring 1 run, and that puts them up, or that makes it a 6-4 game. Then a 3 straight walks scores another run to make it 6-5. Then you've got Chun Sung-ho comes up, a first pitch swinging, a 6-4-3 double play to end the game when the guy just walked 3 guys. He had thrown 36 pitches. That is just awful managing. Why would you not communicate with your player to take a pitch, take a couple pitches? He'd thrown 37 pitches. Easily could have gotten a wild pitch that scored a run to tie the game, and you end it on a double play because you swing at the first pitch after he walked 4 runners in that inning, 4 full counts, and you swing at the first pitch. That is absolutely incompetence from the manager. That was after the manager brought the guy in that pitched yesterday, that threw 27 pitches yesterday, pitched 2 innings yesterday, bring him back out again today. He ends up giving up runs. Then you bring in the closer on the road in the bottom of the 8th when you're losing. Again, absolutely stupid movement by the manager. Then you don't communicate to do not swing at the first pitch. He just walked in the 1 run after he's walked 4 people in this inning. You don't. Wow. I don't know. I don't have any way to look at it. So I haven't seen any of the replays. No, it was a strike. So this is where they say the pitch was right here. So it would have been a strike, but you can't be swinging at that. You cannot be swinging at that. Fiddles, he walked in the 5th run. Then the next batter, bases loaded. He's walked 3 straight batters, 4 batters in the inning, and he goes up there and swings at the first pitch. I believe Kium was canceled. Yes, Kium was canceled. So elsewhere around the league, Hanwha and NC is up 4-4 there. They're in the top of the 8th. That's Doosan is up 7-0. They're in the bottom of the 8th. So definitely go check out the NC Hanwha. There was 1 out, but he hit into a double play. Yeah, absolutely bonehead decision to be swinging at the first pitch. Again, I talk about it all the time. The situational awareness, the fundamentals in this league suck. They're awful, and it starts with the managers. The managers don't understand how to play the game. They don't understand what the hell they're doing. And the problem is Samsung fans are going to think that their manager is so damn smart because they're in first place. Just like LG's manager thinks, LG fans think their manager is really, really good because his team won a championship last year, but they didn't win because of him. That they had the most caught stealings. They had the most outs on the base pass in the entire league. The amount of wasted runs, it's because their team is put together well, not because of their manager. The LG manager showed again today why he is in the top 2 of worst managers in the league. So that's it for me, guys. It is time for the All-Star break. Real quick, just so you guys know, tomorrow at 5:30 is the Home Run Derby. And then on Friday night at 6 o'clock is the Futures All-Star game. The Futures is the minor leagues here in Korea. And then on Saturday at 6 o'clock is the All-Star game. Even if you're not betting money, please, you should definitely check out that game. It is what the MLB All-Star game should be. Lots of fun. The players and have an absolute blast. They're playing in costumes. Their kids are out there running around. It's absolutely a fantastic game. So that's it for me, guys. I will be back next Thursday. Next Thursday, I will be back Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Nope, Thursday, Friday. No game, no stream for me on Saturday. So thank you guys for me. Thank you guys. I will be back next week. Enjoy the All-Star game, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, until next time.